Hello. Still have to post my links in Discord, and I changed the audio a bit, so I hope it's better at least. So yeah, I will probably finish some builds, and I think just check the vanilla builds. So paste this. Me find the right channel. Appear on Discord. Okay, I seem to not find it. Okay, it does not matter. So let me check my stream. Okay, seems it's somewhat working. So yeah, let me see here. I wanted to technically do the Star Citizen Nox build and check. I'm not sure. Where did I put it? Nox. New Nox. Okay. Why is it not work in progress? It should show up if I type work in progress. This is my WIP. WIP. Yeah, okay, I totally did not see it. So usually my process of this work in progress list is the following: that I have certain work in progress states, which zero is basically nothing. Sometimes I have a point, something like here. This is very long in the work in progress stage, and I'm not sure what to do with this, but if I have done a lot of work, it might move up to 0 point something. If it's 1, it usually means there's texturing done and somewhat ready. I'm not sure what I do with these cargo boxes, but for things like the Nox, if it's 1, it's done somewhat, and then I'm kind of reviewing it to work in progress 3, and then it moves to work in progress R, which means ready basically, and I could release it. And there are a bunch of things sitting in air because I have not released something on the workshop for a while because of the unlink issue I have. So kind of why these are here and have not moved up, but usually it only goes to 3. The Unvelocity I have not really in any category, and the W is basically waiting. So yeah. There are other stuff which HIP, which is stuff I set on hold for some reason, hold in progress, because there were some issues, and usually they move to G4 graveyard, which is basically will never see the light of the workshop or any release. But sometimes I go back to these builds and yeah, I use them for like POI, or maybe if there's a challenge and I know there's an old ship which might have maybe some part, but usually the graveyard builds have some issues I run into that are unavoidable and so big that I have to restart the build and do something new. So today I wanted to look at the Nox, which is one. So I showed the old versions. Let me pull them up to. Oh, they are still in work in progress. I will probably, just as a reference, I kind of already decided not to use them. The reason is mostly this was my first iteration to kind of, because the Nox has this kind of straight line here, I was kind of trying to mimic this, and I think in terms of what the actual thing looks like in Star Citizen and the fonts, this is very close with a window and the shape here and this shape here. But I think it was overall a bit too short compared to the Nox and Star Citizen, so that's kind of why I went to this one. And then I kind of looked when the challenge came up. I looked at this again and was not happy compared to the Star Citizen. If you look up a picture of the Nox. So yeah, so I went back at this again, copy pasted a bit stuff around. Maybe let's spawn this beside each other. It's kind of, I kind of left the LCD and moved this a bit back, so it's a bit bigger if you see here. And if you see this here. So yeah, this was kind of one thing. The other, I tried to do like the large straight front, but we don't really have the slopes here. I tried this, but there is not really a window block to do this. Oh, hi, and yeah, I try to stream. Yeah, so I kind of went for the windows here in the front because I think it's nice to see at least something. It's not, yeah, not really much. But overall, in terms of the shaping, these roughly stayed the same. I kind of went back a bit at the corners because old one similar was very dark, and this one, the second iteration too. And I've kind of looked at the original again, at the pictures. They had some gray here, so I worked in a bit more lighter gray corners, which I think overall looks better because this black and black builds are not really so great. So yeah, the font changed a little bit, kind of to a 3-block high variant. I kind of like the light texture here. I think it's turned out quite well. So yeah, I tried some of the lines which original has, but yeah, overall I added some of the shaping here, which this was missing. I think this these side sections did not change much. Changed the back a bit, as you can see. It's originally has this kind of light overhang, and usually you don't sit as straight. In the Nox, it's much of a forward-leaning position, but sadly we do not have this. So kind of have to take what I get. So can adjust actually the LCD is, where is it here? Can adjust how big the LCD is, because let's see, it's like this, and if I find it, just have to change. Okay, it's nearly, but if I move it back, it would be further away. So it's pretty close to the max. Maybe let me see where it is. A 5. Not sure. I think I picked 4.5 because it was fitting slightly in the windows there. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, it's not really 100% fitting, I think, compared to the original. This kind of whole LCD setup is a bit based on, I think there was a very old video where someone reviewed it, which I watched, and overall this build is kind of old, so really just did some refurbishing. So I'm not sure if I want to change something here. This is kind of the same in the original, so kind of moved this one, which was another issue with this build, because I looked at the picture and kind of realized there's actually a 3D thing at the Star Citizen page, so you can actually pan around and click on top, side, bottom, or font view buttons, and it will actually show the 3D model of the things. I looked at this a bit closer and kind of noticed you have this bump below here, which I did before already, but you have a similar bump here, so this was kind of missing too. So I tried to get relatively close, and for the back thruster I use this. So these are mostly for turning and braking, mostly for braking, I would say. For turning I added to RCS here. It moves decently well, but as with most yeah, with most replicas it's not super perfect, so yeah, I'm not sure. Currently I'm not seeing anything which I want to change, which is usually the process if I go over these through this work in progress stuff. So if it's something you do, I would just spawn it in like here, kind of look at this from a few angles, and kind of see if there's some area where I kind of want to add or change something. Maybe let's get a corner tool, because I think I see something which I might, or at least it might be. Yeah, I think I removed. Yeah, I had these. Oh, I removed my helmet. Usually get rid of the helmet in the past, and I still have the habit, because you have this kind of data area around here. Oh, it does not. Here. Kind of tapped out with the Windows key, and you did not see the mouse, but yeah. Kind of this dark shadow around. I think this was kind of this area here was similar in the original. I'm wondering, let me get some walkway blocks. Oh no, we only have these ones. For some reason, I wish we would have. What is this? Yeah, these ones I would like, because I think doing something like this. I do not think it's in the original build. Wondering. Currently thinking maybe it might be a cool idea to add some cargo extensions here, because this thruster makes it a level 12 build anyway, so. But I don't think I have room for controller. I only have one fuel tank anyway, so and you could technically add fuel tanks here, but I wanted the clean look at the insides. But maybe it would look cool to have some tech detail in this kind of straight line here. Let me see how this would look if I try some of the fuel tanks, because more fuel tanks would be nice on this one. And I have technically these two blocks, so which would be this one and this one. I could do something like this. No, let's center this. Maybe not center it. And no, I have to do the dark black. Yeah, I think this works. Add some nice details there. So. Yeah, I especially like that there's like a small wonky. Yeah, now my mic is on. I wanted to say, I'm not sure if this was recorded. I like that there's a small glowing detail here. I think it's this one. It kind of shows. Let me turn on my monitoring again. Yeah, okay. Now I can hear myself. So, yeah, might be even nice to add something here. Let me check the center of mass, because I felt like this was kind of dipping to the front a bit. And it's here. Should actually be fine with how the hover engines are spaced, but yeah, sometimes there's weird stuff going on. Maybe how much is this? 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'd like generators there. I would, just for the movement basically, I would have to do this way. Yeah, just got Discord message. Yeah, let's see. Not sure. Check. It's barely visible. This means this does not need the additional generator. There's some movement of it spinning. Kind of is nice. Let's. These areas still need black corner because I think they should. Let me turn the time back so the lighting is at least somewhat okay. So, not sure. What is the space here? I do. Let me check this. Oh, okay, it must be the other way around. So, let me do this, this, these. Yeah, okay, this does not show. Anyway, I was kind of expecting the blue rotating cone to show there, but it is not the case. Undo this one. Oh, I think I did too much there. So, I think I will leave the additional fuel tanks in and the generator because I like the spinning. Let me check where did I put the original generator. So there's one here. Okay, I'm apparently blind. Let me show this. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, apparently, yeah. It was right in front of me. So, yeah. Yeah, I think this will stay too. Because it's a kind of sloping the generator does here kind of helps these, I don't know, handles, or whatever else this would be. So, just stay like this. And do I make these ones darker? Just to kind of get rid of the line which was here. Yeah, this is a dark. And why? Oh, it's already the black. Okay, apparently, yeah, the issue is different colors of devices. Because this kind of looked like a light gray, so something like this. Yes, should be fine. Let me turn on the center of mass again. So, this not should this not have been different now? That I, because for some reason it kind of looks like it moved even further back. Because I added a generator here and two fuel tanks, I was assuming mass would shift forward. And not stay the same or backwards. What is 42 and 148. I mean, it's these blocks are 3. And the total is okay, 3.2 tons. So yeah, it might not even matter the weight shift here. Let's save this one. I'm not sure yet what the name will be because I usually named the Star Citizen builds or the replicas something like a board first letter and then a point, but Nox only has only one word, so it would technically be end point. So not sure if I will use this as a name. And I think there's a different colored Nox, which is a white one. Epoch, or I don't know, I have to check the name, but maybe I will just shift it to more light gray or the other color, so I have two words and can shorten one. So yeah, but this would basically, there's one thing I usually do, which is kind of turn to night and kind of check how it looks on this build. And yeah, on the first one too, I kind of put a light below here. The only reason is really only for the visuals at night, because I think it looks better with a light, and this one has no light, but there was a space in front where I wanted to put something. Let me check. Yeah, maybe this is space where I can fit this. And let me just to kind of copy the settings so I can just place it down and color the block itself. Not even sure if these take color, to be honest. They are so tiny. Let me. Yeah, okay, they take. So let me turn my light here off. Actually, not bad, to be honest, with the light blocks here. Light kind of coming from there. Can I do this like a spotlight? That's what I like. So reflect this there. Let me just check how it looks. If I do like a spotlight and with okay, no, it's totally crap. So let's uncheck this. Maybe let's increase the range. I mean, I have not played Star Citizen, so I'm not sure how this would look at night, but it looks a bit too dark, especially in these areas. And I think it would be nice to have some more lines here, but I'm not sure with the shaping I have here. It's manageable. Let's see. The other problem is I want to retain the dark look. So if I add like a texture like I did just now, like this one, this will not even, yeah, will not even do anything. So yeah, there's that problem. So let's see. Yeah, and I think this one, if I turn back to normal lighting, planet daylight, this looks crap, to be honest. So let's undo this. Maybe it would be an option to use this area, but I think the lighting would need to be more centered to kind of support the shape overall. But I might just leave it. Let me maybe see if because I already increased the size here. As a range, so let me maybe turn this up to 20. Okay, it does not really. I was kind of hoping it would maybe highlight the back area at least slightly, but it's simply the wrong angle there. So. And I'm pretty sure I mean, I could move an RCS, but the problem with the RCS is I actually see them from here. With the core potentially. But the core has kind of a lot of glowy blocks, so not sure it's a good position to move. The LCDs I already kept hidden, so there is not really much hidden space on this to kind of play around with. At least I think I already reached the best setup with what I got here. So yeah, but testing at night is usually another thing I do. Not kind of dependent on which stage of the work in progress I do this, but yeah. So let's save this one and rename this to work in progress 3. And yeah, I think this will kind of stay for now. Already put in the group name. The other noxes I think we will remove the work in progress list and just name old. Oh, yeah, old nox. And so they kind of move out of here. Don't think I will do a level 3 version of this one. Level 3 just, oh, I don't already, but it just had the back cluster replaced with some block work, but yeah, it looks okay-ish, but yeah, I think the thruster model looks way better still, because we have way more detail here. And I think the all shape kind of thrusters here and some plating on the side is close to the original. Here also. This is kind of, yeah, it looks weird, so. And I already did like the additional fuel tanks and generators, which are not technically needed, so I do not think there's a problem here. Maybe I think I will move the line back. This just to be sure. On a new so yeah, let's remove the symbol and move this back one block. So it's kind of a bit hidden by the raster. Don't think it needs, okay, and needs to be this exposed. So. Was there? No, there was no. I was kind of remembering too late if I had some symbols there, but yeah, this way it looks better. I think might even be okay to add like this here, but no. Oh, yeah. Apparently I moved outside of the build. If I spawn the build and I have this kind of box around, and I think I moved outside. And sometimes if you, I think if you move too far, you can. I think you have some. Okay, no. Apparently I have no leeway. I always thought you had like 1 or 2 blocks range outside where you could extra. Yeah, I think this maybe stated. No, I did not. Top. I could. Damn it. Yeah. Just some small detail to kind of add something. Yeah. If these already here. I wish there would be a line like this, but shorter and not as big as I. So something would be like this would be nice, I think. Okay, so let's save this again. I think I will check this tomorrow and kind of do the front page workshop, front page picture thingy for this tomorrow. So check the other things. Yeah, with the cargo boxes, I'm not even sure what I have to do with them. These one I really just built as some jet ski. It's a bit weird because you have normal over engines, because I wanted it to go over water. The agreements usually sink, at least when I tested it. Creative. The only issue with this is to stop. You have to turn the engine off, and yeah, sometimes does weird stuff. So, but I think it's kind of a fun little build. I originally built this I built some server shop for the Anvil city, and I was kind of thinking, yeah, maybe a jet ski. Jet ski shop dock thingy. I was thinking either for this one, or I think after I built this should be surfboards, by the way, in case you cannot tell. But yeah, I think after I built this surf shop, I was kind of thinking, yeah, it would be nice to have some speeder type jet ski thingy. So kind of why I built this full skater, but not sure. Kind of a weird build, to be honest. The RCS is again in for some handling, because just putting one RCS is usually kind of useful, I found, because it unlocks basically the directions to steer. So even if you have, like, I think on this one I did not put an RCS, but if you put like one RCS, it improves handling a lot, even if overall the handling is crap from the thruster sequence. Yeah, so let's look at this again. Not sure. I think this texture could be something different, maybe. No. Something with some height in it. It might even be some gray like this. Yeah, kind of used just basic colors for this whole build. So I think it will leave it like this. I think this looks a bit better, maybe. You put some different. I already used. This is kind of not one of my favorite, but I kind of like how it fits to this. So we use it quite a lot. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. Okay. Already taking this. Yeah, not sure what to do with this one yet. But let's just move this up. The living SV, the Reforged build, I kind of marked this here. So this I did, the Unvisited is kind of out of the running. This is kind of ready, it's one of micro SVs. I did this after I released all of them on the workshop. It was kind of modeled after picture someone posted somewhere. So kind of the same like the others, thrusters in all directions, some cargo, Wi-Fi, and one RCS to do the handling. The only difference compared to the other builds here is actually there's no ramp down here. The others usually have some ramp or ladder to the ground, so I did not have this here. The only reason is because I modeled this after the picture. So this is kind of, I could technically do some screenshots for, but I actually wanted to do the flying market because I think this is more first to release on the workshop, and probably we change this to caps Reforged. Reforged Eden tank. I kind of wanted to do the Nimble Hunter, but this is Reforged where we probably start. Was in this base. It's kind of, yeah, I'm not sure what to do with it. It was kind of a fun build. It's a while back someone kind of mentioned to do like a stone base under 500 stone dust. So, and I was kind of trying to get as low as possible. There are still some Teco blocks on this one, so you can potentially go lower by kind of removing these, and if you look inside, these could potentially go, but I think 300 stone dust is easy to get. And this is actually, if you put a door here, a ventilator in, this is airtight because the air is not going through these, so you actually just have to put a door inside the core, airtight too. So kind of like the overall look of this, and it should be enough space to put like 3x3 core plots here, generator back here, fuel tank, maybe capacitor and solar panels outside, and 2 turrets here, and probably fit a constructor and cargo box too. So I think it's a cool build, and you could potentially, I think, not these, but could potentially not these two, so you cannot remove these. Okay, I was wrong. It's been a while since I built this, but I think there fits quite a lot of stuff in here. for the price and the early position you build this. One issue with this, kind of why I have these, because these ones are kind of just floating in the air. So for structural integrity, I had to add these, which I'm not really a fan of. And, I think this is kind of one area where I might to change it. But I think I already moved it up because I had no real other idea how to solve this without adding like more blocks. Because I usually, looking at this, I would have to add a different block here and still add a block here, so it would not be a lot change. But yeah. So this is kind of ready to, but I'm not sure if I want to do the font. And these are reforged fonts. Let's, I think the flying market might be nice to do on this desert planet. Let's turn the SE off, just in case I do something stupid. Go here. Of course there's night. So let's make it day. And let's see. I think so. Maybe I should have. Not sure if I maybe change this in the text area inspired. Oh. Let's leave it here. Doesn't matter. So, maybe I should have looked at this before, but I think it is somewhat already. Just checking mostly for picture angles. I might have to change the weather. I don't know. I'm usually not as picky with the screenshots, to be honest. So I think this is fine. Had some loot here, but it is not really a looting POI. But yeah, I did the holos. I think these were changed after the challenge where I built this for. So if there's some clipping going on here. It's kind of weird. I have not seen this clipping because we should actually see the darker red tree here, but for some reason, because I would assume because this clips through here, we see the hole. Weird. But okay, it's happening. So yeah, I think overall on this POI there could be more detail done in terms of texturing. For example, this kind of construction area, there's the same texture on these ones, on these platforms, and the kind of long beams. And I think one way to kind of improve the visual of this, to make it not look as the same mess, could be to color the beams slightly darker. Another thing I think could be areas which kind of are not really broken up by some details, but I think, like, for example, adding just something like this or some other texture here might kind of make it more rugged and broken up. So there could be more work done here, but I will just leave it like this. It's kind of a more or a very specific build anyway, so maybe people will use it for a server or something. I think it's used in Anvil already. But yeah, so let's do some screenshots of this. Let's press F6 and see what I want to capture here. Maybe I spawn this lower. I only have the green background. Let me check. Yeah, because I think the red, turn on the debug information and delete and delete 118. No, destroy. Yeah. destroy this and let's spawn this way lower, so can actually get it with a more white background. So yeah, let's see. Maybe this actually does not look half bad, to be honest. We see here weather info. Metro. Storm. I usually. Oh, maybe let's try how this looks. The main issue with the weather is usually that this kind of takes some time to generate or to switch, which I feel is a bit of a problem, but maybe I'm wondering if I can change the lighting. So these, let me turn on my cursor. So these pot areas are a bit darker, or maybe there's more the lighting from the top and you see the steps here better, but I'm not sure if this is doable. Let's see. I mean, I could do something like this. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to take this from below here. Maybe I take an inside screenshot. But then I would have to bring this in my test scenario. This bonus would be there even if I turn the AI on. So let me see if I can get something decent here and try to see. Something like this. That's just screenshots. The only issue with this view from below is a bit you don't get a good impression of the POI. My main rule for screenshots, that's for front page screenshot, is usually I want to the POI or build to will present it as best as possible, in the sense that you get an idea of what is the shape of the build or what it is about. So if I would post a minor, would see okay there are drills on there. If I put like some market POI, you would see okay it is a market, but I mean it just snapshots like this too, but they're kind of, I think, doing some shot from the top. You have the signs, maybe some ships docked. That's the top area here. Represents the overall POI kind of fine. The other thing is you want to leave some space for to put some text. So let me see if I can shade, make it a bit, give it a bit better lighting. I think there is some point, where was it? Here, where we see some shadows area. Might be nice. I personally don't like this. Yeah, should be the carpet texture so dark and looks similar or too similar to the gray here. This might be due to the fog. Maybe this was a position here. Let's see, does this actually change slightly? Maybe let's change the weather again to something different. Maybe just do clouds, and I think it was clouds before, so yeah, I get a good shot in the area between. So. Yeah. Wait until this changes. And yeah. Can I switch the sun a bit? I think I don't want to take a screenshot at night for this. Wondering something like this in terms of shadows here. Might be nice. I kind of dislike the gray that the fog generates here on this build, because it kind of meshes colors too close together and kind of does not display the angles properly. So wait a second for it. I think the interior screenshots I will take tomorrow. I would just go through it, kind of maybe take a screenshot like this from this area. I think I will speed this up overall, kind of so we have a shot of each area. If I have LCDs, I usually take a screenshot of the LCD, so I would probably take some screenshots here outside. These banners are always the same, they're just different colors. So maybe something like this. And the top banners are the basic pirate banners I kind of used as prefabs, I think. I didn't change these much, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, in this area I did not use a additional LCD. Oh, and there's this kind of slaver area. I'm not sure. Oh, it's let me fix this. Things change. Did I? Is this a reforge build for some reason? No. Must have been that they changed something on the consoles. And this was kind of pink for some reason. Let me see if there are other issues like this. That did not be something before, maybe. No, this one is white. This one is fine. Okay. What was it about? Strange. So yeah, let me check here. Kind of looks alright, not sure why the color changed, because I am pretty sure pink console I would have definitely switched for something different. So yeah, now I kind of turn this light off, turn this off. Something like this, maybe slave in the... I think this might be it, because I have this kind of planetary ring in the background. I have some space at the top for some writing, and have the market and the Star Wars ship in the foreground. I think this might be the best so far. Maybe let's try to take this similar. I think this side is not as good because we have the heavy windows here and they are really dark. Looking from here, I think the which area or the banners might be better. And I miss the planetary thing, which I think adds. Not let me check my screenshot. Yeah, I think it's definitely this area, this angle. Let me try to do a few versions. Maybe. I think this is, I kind of want the water reflection, I think, of the thing, maybe. Let me see if I can change the daytime. No, I don't want the reflection of the sun in the windows area. Maybe I do. It's just for the sake of it, it takes a screenshot. Maybe something like this. Sun's there. Let's see. Okay. I think this is too wet, but I kind of like that this area is properly shown in terms of difference. So maybe let's want to and let's see here. Which okay, now we are at the same position. So maybe something like this. Okay. So this was basically the screenshots with this one. And I think I might just let me jump in the default creative scenario just to kind of check the rest. And this is let's do a red planet. And kind of just to see if there's something to fix on the other ones. And move the SV up to work in progress 3, so I can potentially, I don't know, release this to tomorrow, but I'm not sure. This is, I mean, I already posted, it's meteors. Yeah, I already posted it in the, was it challenge, same as the Nimble Hunter thing, so kind of like the shaping of this one. So let's wish we could color these ones too, the hover engines. So I mean, I think this is alright. Let me check, because I think someone mentioned, turn God mode off. Someone mentioned they changed the exit of the cockpit piloting of the internal cockpits. Maybe these ones have changed too, but those seem to get out fine. Let me see. Okay, this works too, so probably only the other cockpits, so this will be fine. Okay, that's the thickness to this ramp. What's this ramp for? Oh, yeah, but the other ones are the weapon ramps probably. In a while. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I could potentially do screenshots here too, but I think with since this is kind of mostly green, I might want a reddish planet. Maybe the I have to check the scenario start. But this is definitely red here. I already marked this, but actually wanted to kind of see if there's still something to find or do here. So yeah. So I think I link these. Yeah, I link these to the landing gear. So this should technically be open. I'm wondering if I want to change the LCD to something more fancy, but maybe let's try to add some small fanciness. Kind of use this trick to kind of not break our line. And move this one. The okay, so let's wait. Okay, because I tapped out probably. I might have to change this to align center, I think. So, see. Okay, was it not breaking at the border to the right? Okay, yeah, it's coming up there because I have line height 0. So this is the last one. Let me put something there. Try this one. I'm not sure if I like this. Did I put an indent in here? Let's see if I can use the indent and get rid of the indent. And 10 is too much, maybe 5. And I think I would. I would like this here, maybe. Then again, I have this kind of indent here. Maybe I want the same in here, which it already is technically. So let's see if I. Well, is bolt already on? No, not on. So let's see how this looks. Okay, apparently this did not change much other than creating a gap there, which I do not want. So yeah, let's see. Let me see how it looks if I shorten this. Maybe not so much like this. That's kind of weird because this one line kind of is different, but I commented first upgrades. It's FF. Did I? Okay, I changed the alpha behind this one. Maybe let's do color white, and let's get rid of this color here. Great fanciness. Yeah, I originally hadn't much intention to actually making this LCD look fancy, but apparently I'm doing it. I feel like something needs to be done because I do not like it. It needs to change it too. Yeah, I think a more overall centered look will be better here. Let's get this to in the 2 so we have the same. And yeah, close this properly. And do the, yeah, of course, we mess this up. Space 1. And let's do the space 1, 2. Perfect, so this is now fixed. Let's do it 6. For some reason this looks further back. Does not look like it. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is. I'm not sure why. I have. Did I? No. Kind of thinking maybe I was working with some positions there, but I'm not sure what's going on here. I even have to go to 4. But I like 2. Not sure if there's some combination or addition going on. Normally this should be at the same. Let me see. Let's copy this one. Who is this behind here? And let's shorten this, of course. See? We really short. Maybe even shorter, just, I don't know. I can add one back in here. Kind of thinking it might even just need a corner piece, but I think this one is the... Do I want these ones to be white or grey? Is the question. I think the whole thing needs to be moved down. I have new line heights here, so let's see. Yeah, it definitely needs to move down. Let me check if I have some symbol of a donkey somewhere. Donkey symbol. So let's search. Oh, no. Of course, you find the American. Or maybe, maybe I do like a quick escape. Yeah. Search fat donkey symbol and silhouette. And okay, maybe just donkey silhouette without the symbol. Let's see what I get here. Just save this one. Let's see if I can put this to ASCII. Sorry if you do not see this. Definitely plan to do like some tutorial for the ASCII thing. So let me copy this and get this in here. Might be too much. Yeah. I think this cuts out. Change this. Yeah, I see this. Yeah. Okay. So, get rid of this. This in, and let's grab the kind of code I want. Just basically you can grab this from the port or the SAT list, but I usually tend to grab it from this one. So, which is should be bar because it should not be some tower, just in case you want. So, let's throw this in here, and then I definitely need to scale this down. So, do the indent 0. Plus size. Let's scale this. If I scale this, I multiply all these by a factor. So let's make this 0.5. So we go to 5.5 here, which is half of 5, and 5.1. I'm not sure if the 0.1 is even needed. Okay, it's still smaller. So maybe let's do this again. 0.5. Oh. 1.25 and 2.5. I'm not sure if this. As you can see, we are close-ish. Move this up and kind of. Okay, yes. Maybe. Let's change the alpha on this. And let's move this up further. Maybe I will scale this back up, kind of underlay it under this one. Might be kind of funny. So, yeah. Let me. So yeah, it still needs to be me. This. Okay, apparently. Okay, this is better. I think it will scale it up so the speed or somewhat here. Because if I scale it up behind this, there's this open space here, I would think. Yeah, fuel. Let's scale this up again. So 5, 2, 5, and 5.1. Let's move this up. Oh, it's even. No. Yeah, I think 55. And let's move the indent. Kind of hard to see. Move the indent roughly here, I think, and I might have to turn the alpha down again. So let's do the indent -10. Even -15. Yeah, and let's change the alpha to something even lighter. Maybe not. Maybe let's do this and change the color to like white or gray, I don't know yet. Yeah, and I think if I do this, I can go down with the alpha, so maybe 4. Okay, 3. Because the contrast is a bit better if I have the white. Yeah. And let's write the ship name above here, and maybe some Isolus Dark bank. I'm not sure. It just for a second copies this out and some open office and see what the characters is. How many characters we have here, and kind of gauge if this is even. We see count words 1000 characters, so there's still a lot of space here, which actually means I do this the name of the ship above. So let's go alpha FF. I think small caps, I really like small caps. And fat donkey. And we have to pull this up too. There's overall a bit of a problem with these LCDs because if you if you go over an area here, you have seen before where did this line, this would kind of end up here. With the line height 0, it would end up here, but it would go over to the next line. So a similar thing happens here below, which means if I go outside this field, basically here, I think on the left too, I think one sign is open. I think I can move it to the left. Let me just minus 50. Yeah, you can go to the left, but I think it's like this. But if I go too far to the bottom side, it cuts out. So to kind of show this, I have to use a negative line height at this line, I think, and pull it up a bit. Let's hope, yeah, it shows what is happening here. Why is this there? Did I... Oh yeah, I have the -15. So let's get rid of this. Let's do maybe do an align center with that, and maybe I have to move this slightly to the left to kind of line up with the donkey. So maybe let's work with position overall, because I think I might kind of wondering what if I just want the letters, or if I want to add something more. Because if I want to add something more which requires a line center, I would work with a line center and change the indent. But which would be more character. I mean, it does not really matter for this, but kind of a matter of convenience too, because I would have to, if I add more stuff, change the position a fair bit again. But let's see how it looks with this, and maybe let's blow up the size a bit. Size 5, so let's go size 7-ish. And yeah, let's reset maybe. I think I will leave the M space, but the M space basically shoves the letters together. Basically the middle base of the character. If you ever looked at fonts, it's basically they are in this box, and I think the M space is the middle of this box, so kind of, and C space is basically the space between these boxes where the letters are of the font. So let's see if I can pull this slightly out, but not too much, so you can read it basically, but it still looks like a bit mushed together. Maybe I will leave the 3. Let's blow up the size by maybe 1 point and see if I can position this slightly better. So, okay. No, like this. Yes, looks kind of nice. I might kind of change the first letter to the about. So let's see. I have FF, which is white. Can I go back here on the color and get brown? We check. Yes. So I would color white. I can actually delete the alpha here. Case. And let's go with the color on this one. Oh, apparently the old line break issue. So let's get this right. And let's color white. Oh, apparently I did my caps locks here. Color white. Yeah. Yeah, looks a bit weird, but kind of wanted so. That's quite small. Isolist across there, and rotate it by 90 by just go put some line height here, and let's see what this is to be. 40. So it's, I think 30. Okay, it's there, so probably 40, but I want to change the size here too. Size 5. Alpha, what did I have here? Color white alpha, let's copy this. And do the space trick. Again, not break the line. And let's move this position 100. Check. Let me just to kind of see if it's in the right spot. Let me remove the alpha 0. And by the way, let me overwrite this just so I do not lose anything. So change this color to red so I can see where it is. Okay, did I not just see something? Let's see. 750? Yeah, okay, nice. So I can actually go lower the size, so let's go 3. And let's maybe get rid of the M space. And I think I will spin this line. And let's move this bicycle stack of further to the right. So I need like 70, 60, and let's go down. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 70. Okay, 70 is too much. So maybe 65. No. Maybe let's do the 60 and do some fine adjustment here. Do this. Oh, 6. Okay. I got it. Apparently I just added something here, so kind of why the zip 60 was too much, so yeah, I think this needs like 1 point to line up with the speed of the donkey, so let's say 82. I think I can go back maybe half a point or 1 point. Let's try 81. If this doesn't work, 1.5. I think we need a 0.5, so. Yeah, and let's go, where is it here? White, that's the light alpha, and let's look at this one. Okay. Okay, I like it. Yeah. I wish we could set this background color too, but it will stay this way. So could potentially add more nodes here. But it would move the donkey. Did I get color too? Just want to check. Okay, so apparently I make this gray. I do not dislike the kind of weird hollow feels this has to it. So yeah, let's save this one. One I submitted has a bit of a different details there, so there's a piece of old LCDs there. By the way, definitely I think inkscape might stream soon. So I will probably stop. I will check here. Okay. Yeah. here. I think my... Oh yes, this is... Always get confused by these blocks. Oh, they already irritated me with my work in progress recording, but yeah, I did save the correct version. I mostly changed these because if you look, just stand here and look up, you can see the roundness of the beds. So do the flat block, you see nothing there, which is the only reason. Blocks had to change, I think. Or I debated of adding some LCD here, but kind of is a bit of a cheap build, to be honest. It was very forced and yeah, kind of wanted to submit build for this thing because I had done the Halo thing, but I had not done a few things before, so I wanted to add something. And I had not built much in Reforged, not many big CVs, so SVs. So. And I think it turned out decent. So yeah, is there something else? I had the idea to add another chess game here, but a bit different than the one I had in the Cutlass Thread. But yeah, I think stay this way. Because if I add the chess game, I will probably add something here too, and will not add. And technically, this build is already submitted to the challenge. Lights there, lights there. Kind of have some movement. Kind of, I think it's a weird shape, but at the same time, kind of a fun build. So, double saving, and let me check. So, I think technically I did all of these that I wanted to do. So let's see. Let's, I think, close this. See if this works in Queens. I'll try to pull up Inkscape and do a... Ah, okay, this kind of works. Okay, nice. Okay, so So let's change this to inkscape. Yeah, let's scroll out here. In a while. This kind of will not show, so use this, and let's start to drag some shapes in here. So maybe start with some gray. I'm not sure if I want to change the transparency. If these buttons are not here in your version, you can basically just check here and they will kind of appear on the right. If I close this, let me check. It's here, and it will be in here. I can get back here. Kind of alright. I think Inkscape for a free program does a pretty good job overall. The main issue is I think the layer management could be slightly better, which is the only issue the program has. So yeah, let's see. I have S. Okay, I have the snapping off apparently. I think there's a key for this, which I tend to forget. So, do I start with the whiting? Always not. Let's maybe drag the background on a separate layer. BG for background. And it's this one. Put this in here and lock this to A. And below. But yeah, I think the bitly. We see. Yeah, okay. Now I lock it. The problem if I lock it, I think it does not. This does not. Oh, it snaps. I was thinking it would snap. Let's change this with Control and click. Yeah, not sure if I want the red or what color. Sorry. Yeah, maybe let's do the whiting. I can see where I place what. Sure if I want the caps there. That's here. Let's change slightly, maybe like this. T. Check the different fonts. Kind of have some downloaded. Which I usually. Yeah, this is another issue which I think GIMP has a similar problem. That might just be the amount of font and nation. I think the Astera and Azonix are nice fonts. My favorite is probably here Blackwell, which is this one I usually use. That's at the corner for Bisul dark corner, but these are all free fonts. Basically, you just have to search. You can download them. Let me check. This kind of looks not bold enough to me. I think I would like something either in the style of this, but I think this might be it might be just thin. I could technically like do the outside contour area, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's yeah. It looks not sci-fi enough to me. It's also, I do like the font really. I think it is not fitting here. I want something that kind of represents the chaotic character of this. But this is actually alright. I think it's fairly standard. Yes, not chaotic. Control D. he copies it and just copy different versions of the font out if I find some I like, and then kind of at the end check with the 811. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's not as bad as I think, so as I thought first. So the let's try the cat nose. No. Let's see here. Just kind of to have the other letters into, because sometimes the small letters are look not as good as a capitalized one. Coalition might be, but I actually like the Blade 101 a bit better. Or maybe not to switch this format. So I think the dark tesh is a bit too much here. This kind of looks more techy, which I mean dark tesh. So let's see, maybe some graffiti. It's actually not bad, so let's copy this to our possible things to use. So what was this? Done graffiti, dream. Yeah, I'm not sure. Kind of looks too much cyberpunk to me. On base. Oh. Kind of added some fonts at some points. It kind of looked a bit more Celtic. I'm not even sure for which workshop thing I was thinking to use them. So with an empire, no. I don't know so why, but I think this looks too much Blade Runner, cyberpunk, tech, sci-fi, so let's try some graffiti stuff. This is too round and too neat for my taste. What's this? Block filter. I think this is kind of too much. The new graffiti style is too square. Or is I mean, maybe I will do the Han Solo laser. But I think the Blade Runner looks maybe better. Is still the Rebellion clean plates. I think I never used this one. But it's, I think I have this is a font from the same person, which the few others which I like, so I think the reason why it's in here mostly. Nope. Let's zoom in here. Do not dislike the wow. I think it has some slight Asian touch. Might be kind of cool. Not sure, maybe I have to search again for some Star Wars looking font. I still have I think most of my Star Wars stuff, the Rebellion. Apparently it is only used capitalized letters, Naki. Yeah. I used the Naki LDR for the Thunderstrike, and I think there are other things in the similar style which I did. And no, definitely not. Yeah, this one is good, kind of is Star Wars looking one. God. Let me copy this one out and maybe take another shot. Is there something else here? Oh. Vortex, nope. Base image. This. Oh, they were different, yeah. Maybe. I think this could work. Let's copy this out too. So, no. Okay, apparently. I think because I muted my mic for seconds there, for some reason. Activated something in Inkscape. So, because I have this at F9, so I think I like this one, which I have here, better. But it's kind of in this kind of slightly chaotic style. I think might work. Yeah, this is too comic. Much like a comic. Wow. I don't dislike this one, but what's there? Was okay. No, I was kind of thinking it would be some custom one I imported. Let's go back to the Han Solo one and kind of check. Yeah, I definitely like this one better over the Blade Runner one. I mean the laser. I think the slightly italic one. Let me pull up my workshop and check what I used at the Falcon or others. Okay, I think this was the Han Solo. Or let me see here. No, I think it's also Rebellion. Yeah, this one Renegado laser I used for these ones. Yeah, I make the mild Renegado and Renegado laser. Yeah. Let's do this. I think I might do these similar like I had the other ones, so yeah. We take it kind of inkscape the designers. Oh, he does this now. So I think it will just stop here for a second and kind of watch this and maybe finish this. Let's save this and finish this tomorrow or later. I'm not sure yet. So yeah. Thanks for watching. It will be uploaded to YouTube if you watch this later. So and thanks for your time. So ciao.